If you are an expert user of GitHub, please skip this video. But if you don't know what GitHub is and how to operate this, then this video is for you. So GitHub is basically a cloud-based platform and hosting service where developers store, manage, and collaborate on code. Let's get started. Go to github.com, and then on the top right corner, you see two options, sign in or sign up. If you don't have any GitHub account created already, then you have to sign up like this. Okay, here fill all the details and create the account. Once you log into your GitHub account, you will see something like this. You will see create repository option. You click on create repository, then this form will pop up. Here you give some name, repo 1 I'm giving, and give some description just for fun. And in the configuration section, you can make it either public or private. It's up to you. If you make it public, anyone can see the content of your repository, so I'm making it private. And then you can add some readme file here. Basically in the readme section, in the readme file, you can add some important description about the repository. Then .git ignore, let's ignore this for now. And add license, for now you can keep it as no license. Then click on create repository, and now your repository is created. So by default you are in your main branch of the repository, and this is the readme file. This has been created, and then you will have to go to code. Here if you see this HTTPS URL, you will have to copy it, and you will have to keep it for your reference. Okay, this is the repo1.git. I have recorded it here. Now click on your profile icon, then click on settings, then go to developer settings. Then you will see personal access tokens, select tokens classic, click on generate new token classic. Here select repo and give a name to your token. After that you need to give an expiration to your token. Here I have given 90 days. After all of that, scroll down to the bottom. Here click on generate token. Here your token is generated. Now copy this token and paste it somewhere, because this token will be needed later. Okay, now moving on. Okay, let's try to clone the repository from my GitHub to my local directory here. For that you need an empty directory. So if you can see, I have this dir1 directory. This is empty, so we can try to clone the repository here. So for that, git clone, and then you will have to give the HTTPS URL to my GitHub repository. So this is the URL I'm pasting here. Okay, once you do that, it will ask you to enter the username, and it will also ask you to enter the password. But remember, here you cannot enter the password directly. Instead, you will have to enter the personal access token that you just created. Okay, paste it here, enter, and it looks like the git cloning is done. And if you see now that repo1, this repository has come from GitHub to my local directory dir1. So let's go inside this repo1 directory, and if you see here, I can see the readme file. Okay, so now how to add new stuff here? Let's try to add some new file. Let's say hi repo. Okay, this new file has been created. Okay, and if you now do git status, it will show there is one untracked file called fun.py. Okay, for that you will have to basically these untracked files mean these files are local. These are not tracked by Git. First you will have to do git add. Okay, now if you do git status again, now it is saying that these changes are ready to be committed. Now you are ready to do the commit. Git commit process is done. Now you do git push. Okay, yeah, git push is done. Now let's go to my repo, and here you just refresh the repo once, and you can see the fun.py. This file is available here. Okay, this is how you can push the changes. Okay, now go to some other directory. Here, let's try to clone the repo again from GitHub. Give this link again. But this time, it will not ask for your username and password, because you have already
done that once. So in my case, it is Mac terminal. So Mac automatically saves my credentials into its keychain. That is why I don't have to enter again. So now if you do ls here, you see repo 1 is available here now. And now if you see this fun.py, this change is now coming from github.com. Okay, so basically this is the process. You can add stuff from your laptop terminal, you can push it to GitHub, the data will be available to GitHub, and let's say now you have moved on to a new device, a new laptop, then you do the cloning and pull all the data from GitHub to that new laptop, and the data will be available there. So that is the basic process. Basically your data will be available here. If you do git status, nothing to commit, everything is fine. Let's try to remove a file. Okay, let's try to git rm fun.py. Okay, you see that fun.py, that file is gone. And now if you do git status, it will show deleted this fun.py. Okay, now you want to push this change to your GitHub repo. In that case, you follow the same step. That is, you do git commit, some name, committed, and now you do git push. Okay, so now git push is done. Now you go back to your git repo here and you refresh your repo again, and now you see that fun.py is gone. So this is the basic process. Yeah, I think this is good enough to start with.